Today's Wednesday, August the 10th, 2022. It's 7:54 in the morning. And I'm using my daughter's phone right now, which is why the camera quality is so great and showing every little imperfection on my face and hair. So, yeah. I wanted to make a video venting for a bit. I'm gonna bitch about Marco right now because I'm very upset at him at this moment. I'm upset in general, like, normally, but right now I'm upset at him for something in particular that happened, that's been happening. Basically, his addiction, his relapsing. See, when he first got out of rehab, back when Athena was born, the deal was that he was never going to ever do anything other than weed. Like, I've never had a problem with him smoking weed. It's everything else that's, I think, is a problem. I mean, I'd prefer if he didn't have to or if he didn't want to, but it's understandable. I mean, me, myself, knowing how hard it is to live, like, with this type of anger that you have about the world, it's understandable, that you'd want something to relax. But, when that something that you choose to relax begins to overtake your primary decisions and everything you do, where it becomes like the forefront obstacle or mission in your mind for you to accomplish throughout the days, that's where I have a problem. And that's where this problem with Marco lies, is that he doesn't understand that he's doing that. He's putting this pill, because it's Xanax now that he's back on, and that he's trying to get me to accept that he's just gonna do it. And I just have to accept it, because I mean, I've made videos before of me, like, not being sure if he'd done something or not. I was pretty sure he did, but I wasn't positive because I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to start a fight for no reason. I don't like to fight, despite my outer energy at times. I don't like fighting. I prefer not to fight. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to back down from one, if I feel one coming or I feel the need for one. And this is just, I'm at that point already. It's like, because I've been, every time that I caught him in a lie, basically, where he was just denying, and I didn't do it, and I'm so tired of that, and I can't even think about it. I get grossed out, blah, 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 the crap he said. Like, I still knew, that he's sick, he's addicted, he's, whatever, he's just trying to squeal his way out of trouble. Fine, like, I just ignored it just to avoid problems. Not because I wanted to just, put a Band-Aid on it and forget it ever happened again. That's the opposite of what I've been trying to do with him since the day I met him. I've been trying to get him to talk about his issues and to, reason with himself that the only way to overcome an addiction is by talking about the problems that cause you to feel addictive traits within yourself. If you're not analyzing those core reasons within yourself, it's not going to get better. It's not going to change. It's not going to get easier to deal with. You're just going to get more addicted to your shit, and you're going to, get lost in your little cycle of living that way, and, think that everybody else has a fucking problem except you. Even though you're draining, everyone's resources around you and not contributing, and just, overall being a selfish piece of shit, essentially. You're not seeing it that way, and you're never going to see it that way, because that's not how you see things when you're, especially on Xanax, because Xanax makes you feel like if you can do no wrong. And I know because I've tried Xanax before, and I've only tried Xanax when being with Marco. When I met him, actually, he's the reason why I even tried it in the first place, because I was, at a point in my life in that moment in time where I just didn't give a fuck about things. I didn't give a fuck about my life. I wanted to die. I wanted to die. And I didn't want to commit suicide because I didn't want my family to think that I, gave up, and that that they could have done something. I'd rather it have been an accident or something, or have their permission, to do it. But I came out of that. My baby helped a lot with that. She's helped, period, with that. I wouldn't have overcome those thoughts to this day if I didn't have her in my life. At least I don't think I would have. I mean, I was pretty low, and meeting people like Marco that just also felt really low about life and didn't want to fucking live anymore. And I went down a dark path for a while. So yeah, I did Xanax, I smoked crack, I did coke, all these fucking drugs that I've never done in my life because I just never cared to. I just thought it was stupid. Seeing how people got on it, like, it just looks stupid. But I was like, oh, whatever. At that point, I didn't care. So I know how addictive it can be, and how, you feel like you can do no wrong, and you're just zombied out of everything, all the feelings that you don't want to feel. And it's not good. It doesn't help. It didn't help with my issues. The only thing that helped was my baby. She gave me something worth living for. So to see him, like, being that way in front of her, getting angry, making a big deal just because he's in a bad fucking mood about little shit, and wanting to fight, just in that moment, just to get what he wants, and just seeing him, like, making her all riled up and upset, it just gets me so mad. It gets me so mad, and I'm done, like, trying to, be the talking nice person to him, because that's basically what I've been this whole time, or trying to be. I mean, I'm not great at it. Obviously, I have my own problems, and when you're dealing with somebody like that, that's not, being reasonable, essentially, it's kind of hard to do that.